The phrase 777 is the code. Money starts coming on its own, and this video contains the full details of this secret, points toward a deep metaphysical principle that has been echoed across spiritual traditions, manifestation teachings, ancient numerology, and modern subconscious reprogramming sciences. And when fully understood, it becomes clear that 777 is not merely a number, but an energetic instruction that aligns your mind, intention, vibration, and inner belief system with the universal flow of abundance, creating an inner shift so powerful that outer financial reality begins changing on its own, as if money is finding its way to you without struggle, force, or resistance. And to understand why this happens, one must first realize that every number carries a frequency, every frequency carries a meaning, and every meaning carries an energetic effect on the subconscious mind. So when someone repeatedly writes, speaks, focuses on, or meditates upon 777, they are actually aligning themselves with a frequency of spiritual completion, divine timing, cosmic alignment, and unlocked prosperity, because 7 in numerology is the number of higher awareness, inner wisdom, and spiritual connection, and when it appears in triple form 777, it becomes a signal of amplified transformation, rapid manifestation, and accelerated attraction, meaning that the person who engages with this code is energetically declaring, I am ready to receive, I am aligned with divine supply, I accept effortless abundance. And this acceptance opens the doors that were previously blocked by fear, doubt, subconscious scarcity, or internal resistance, because money never flows from hard physical effort alone, but from the internal energetic state from which your actions arise. And when the state is aligned, the flow becomes natural, automatic, and seemingly magical, which is why people say money starts coming on its own, not because it breaks the laws of reality, but because it activates the laws of vibration, attention, subconscious receptivity, and universal response, meaning that reality begins reorganizing itself around your new frequency and brings you financial opportunities, unexpected income, new clients, ideas, partnerships, repayment of old debts, business inspirations, and open pathways that were previously invisible to your eyes when you were vibrating at a lower frequency of lack. So the real secret of 777 is not superstition, but alignment, which is why individuals who begin writing 777 daily, whether 7 times, 21 times, or 77 times, often report sudden clarity, intuitive guidance, improved confidence, new solutions, reduced anxiety, and a powerful sense of inner worthiness, all of which directly affect how they attract money. Because the subconscious mind, once given a symbolic instruction like 777, begins reshaping your internal beliefs, dissolving limiting patterns, and lighting up the parts of the brain responsible for creativity, decision-making, and risk-taking, ultimately leading to better financial choices and faster results. And this transformation happens subtly at first in the form of lighter energy, hopeful thoughts, emotional relief, or a renewed sense of possibility, but soon it manifests externally as real financial movement because your vibration determines your opportunities, your expectations determine your results, and your beliefs determine what you allow yourself to receive, which is why 777 is often referred to as a gateway code or an abundance trigger, since it acts as a bridge between your conscious intention and subconscious acceptance, forming a direct energetic request to the universe that says, I am ready for wealth, I am aligned with wealth, I am receiving wealth, and this readiness is what makes money come seemingly automatically, the way water naturally flows when the pipe is unblocked, the way sunlight naturally enters a room when the curtains are opened, and the way blessings naturally pour into a life that is no longer resisting them. And when a person uses this code intentionally, the law of attraction, the law of assumption, and the law of vibration all begin operating together in harmony, reinforcing each other like multiple gears turning in one direction, pulling the person toward abundance while simultaneously pulling abundance toward the person. And that is why mentors, spiritual teachers, and manifestation guides insist that 777 is not about blind belief, but about generating a frequency strong enough to shift reality, because the universe responds to bravery, clarity, certainty, and decisiveness, and 777 is a symbol of such decisiveness, a declaration that the old financial story is over and a new one is beginning, one in which you no longer chase money but magnetically attract it. And once this inner alignment is established, the external world begins to mirror it in ways that appear miraculous to others but feel completely natural to the person who did the inner work, because true wealth always begins inwardly before it appears outwardly, meaning that the moment your faith becomes stronger than your fear, your abundance becomes stronger than your scarcity, and your energy becomes stronger than your old patterns, money starts flowing in ways you could not have predicted but always hoped were possible. And 777 is simply the signal that accelerates this process, which
which is why this video claims to contain the full details of this secret, not because the secret is complicated, but because it requires deep understanding, consistent practice, emotional alignment, and the willingness to trust in the unseen long enough for the seen to transform. And once that trust is activated through the vibration of 777, the universe has no choice but to respond, because the universe always responds to clarity, certainty, and aligned frequency, and 777 is the key that unlocks all three at the same time.
In this video, you will hear a spiritual power that connects the human mind, heart, and destiny to a cosmic flow, where those who ask are given, those who seek are guided, and those who believe find doors opening that ordinary eyes always assumed were permanently shut. This is the very force upon which Florence Scovel Shinn built her entire teachings, that words create, speech becomes a reality, intention takes shape, and a person's inner belief molds their outer world exactly according to what they allow within. And it is upon this very principle that the Cosmic Code 112211 was created. It is not magic, nor a ritual, but a divine signal, a vibrational frequency, a prayer-like command that draws a straight energetic line between your consciousness and the universe, bringing the energies of sustenance, wealth, ease, opportunity, and abundance directly into your being, on one condition, that you speak it with trust, belief, and the depth of your heart. Because when a human speaks a word, they do not merely move their tongue, they shift their entire vibrational signature. And that shift changes their circumstances, their financial flow, their daily destiny, and the events that manifest ahead. This is why the consistent use of 112211 in this script breaks the fears, limitations, lack-based thinking, blockages, complaints, patterns of failure, and all the silent beliefs programmed deep inside you. Beliefs that imprison a person from within. Sustenance never stops from the outside. The real blockage is always inside. And when the inner gate opens, the outer world changes on its own. Wealth begins to walk toward you. Opportunities begin to form on their own. And a person is left amazed at how something stuck for years suddenly starts flowing. This is the true power of the Cosmic Code 112211. When you repeat it with genuine belief, your energy frequency shifts from scarcity to abundance, from fear to certainty, from lack to acceptance, from anxiety to peace, and from blockage to flow. And no force in the world can stop this shift, because it is a spiritual law that whatever exists inside eventually appears outside. When you call abundance from within, abundance is compelled to respond to you, because you are speaking in alignment with universal law. The law that states that a person receives according to the frequency on which they vibrate. And 112211 is that vibrational code which lifts your energy to the true realm of abundance, where sustenance does not stop, nor does it delay. It flows continuously. This is why when you listen to this script calmly and speak 112211 from the depth of your heart, this code creates movement in every part of your life. Ease in money flow, blessing in work, expansion in the mind, calmness in the heart, clarity in decisions, and softness in destiny. When you raise your vibration, the laws of the universe begin aligning with you, and everything that once ran away from you now starts coming toward you. Florence Scovel Shinn always said, "A person lives the limitations they accept and receives the ease they allow." This is why this script is not just words, it is a process, a transformation, an inner shift that alters your spiritual frequency, and when the frequency changes, the entire destiny changes. You begin to witness how generational blockages suddenly dissolve, doors that remained shut for years open by themselves, people who once offered no support begin to help, opportunities that were invisible begin to appear, and money that always slipped away now arrives at your feet. The code 112211 teaches you that wealth is not far away, it is within you. And when you open the inner pathways, the outer world becomes a mirror reflecting that transformation back to you. So whenever you listen to the script, keep your heart open, quiet your mind, soften your breath, and speak 112211 as though you are commanding the universe. Now write ease for me. Now open the pathways of my sustenance. Now straighten the flow of my destiny. Now reveal my success. Now make my path smooth. And when intention, belief, and vibration join together, universal laws begin to move. Energies around you start rearranging, and the prosperity you have waited for begins entering your life.
Speak 11:22:11 with love, with belief, and repeatedly, because this code is for you, for your abundance, your blessings, your ease, your wealth, your success, your prosperity, and your entire new life.